So I was requested to go over one more example, so I'm going to go over problem 4 on Unit 9, Day 10. I think I mislabeled this assignment. This should say Day 10. And this should say, how do we evaluate other trigonometric functions? Meaning for other angles besides 30, 45, 60, 90, etc. Anyways, so we're going to do problem 4. Before we do that, I just want to make a comment. A student had pointed out to me that this has to be a negative number for problem 2, which logically makes sense because in quadrant 2, the point, the x value of our triangle will have to be a negative value. So it should be negative 5/7. So that's an error on my part. Easy fix. All right, so now let's go over problem number 4, which was at the request of a student. Given the following on the unit circle, find the angle to the nearest tenth of a degree of the terminal side through the point. Given the following point on the unit circle, so we have a unit circle, the point is at 3/4 negative radical 7 over 4, so that is somewhere over here, just based on the signs of the numbers. Okay. Given the following point on the unit circle, find the angle theta. Now I'm not 100. It says of the terminal side through that point. So theta is between 0 and 360. So that means theta is this angle and it wraps around this far. So what we can do is we can find this angle using right triangle trigonometry. So that means the length of this side is actually radical 7 over 4, and the length of this side over here is 3/4. Okay, those are the two sides of the right triangle here, created by this coordinate. So we're just going to use the trigonometric ratio using these two sides to figure out what the measure of this angle is. So this side is the adjacent of the angle, and this side is the opposite. So we're just going to use SOHCAHTOA. So SOHCAHTOA. Now we have the opposite and adjacent, so that is tan. So we're going to write the tangent of our angle, which in this case is theta. Well, in this case it's red theta, I believe, so we're going to use red theta. You can label it x or something if you want to distinguish it from the other angle. So that is the opposite side, which was radical 7 over 4, and the other side was 3/4. And if I were to just find theta, I would just enter that into the calculator as theta equals tan inverse of radical 7 over 4 divided by 3/4, and that will give us an angle. So theta equals, red theta. So I'm just going to get my calculator out. So that is the arctan, or the tan inverse of, I need fractions, so I'm going to be very careful about what I enter here. Radical 7 divided by 4, closing the parenthesis here, divided by another fraction, so 3 divided by 4. So that is the, and another parenthesis to close the tan function, and I get 41.409. So theta is equal to 41.40, running out of space, 9. So this one said to the nearest tenth of a degree, so that's 41.41. So theta equals 41.41. Now that is the measure of this angle here, which is not the measure of the angle of the terminal side. So if we wanted that, we just have to say it's the full 360 degrees minus 41.41. So I'm going to put 2 zeros here just so I can subtract. That'll be 5. This is a 10. Make that a 9. Bring that to 10. So by subtracting, we get 59.813. So 318 degrees, 318.59 degrees would be the angle.